Hello, everyone. This is Independent Conservative. I am Ryan Bowling. Thank you all for joining me once again. So I believe the interview had taken place Thursday night with Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. And accordingly, during the interview, Kamala Harris made the statement that her values have not changed. So I'm going to get into this short article and we're going to read what her values actually are. And then I'm going to give you my opinion on what I think she meant by that. Let's get right into this. Yeah, she states that her values have not changed, and she's being accused of flippity flopping. What's up with the flip flop? Yeah. Vice President Kamala Harris claimed, quote, "My values have not changed," when asked during CNN's Thursday interview about alleged policy flip flops by anonymous campaign aides. Harris purportedly changed 4 policy positions, according to anonymous aides. Harris, number 1, supports fracking. Number 2, wants to increase funding for the border. Number 3, does not want to require people to sell their assault weapons back to the government. Are you kidding? And number 4, no longer supports a single-payer health insurance program. In other words, these were things that she was against in 2020. Now all of a sudden she's in support of. She supports fracking. She supports increasing funding for the border now. She does not want to require people to sell their assault weapons back to the government, which I didn't know that's what she wanted. All of this communist nonsense. All of this stuff is communist that she wants. Now she's flipping it around all of a sudden. Okay, yeah, okay. Neither Harris nor campaign aides have yet to fully embrace the change policy positions by delivering on the record public statements causing doubts as to what Harris's true positions are. When asked by CNN's Dana Bash about those alleged policy changes, Harris said, quote, "The most important and most significant aspects of my policy perspectives and decisions is my values have not changed. You mentioned the Green New Deal. I have always believed, and I have worked on it, that the climate crisis is real, that it is an urgent matter to which we should apply metrics that include holding ourselves to deadlines around time. We did that with the Inflation Reduction Act. We have set goals for the United States of America and, by extension, the globe around when we meet certain standards for reduction of greenhouse gas emissions. As an example, that value has not changed." So she's basically saying some of her values are around this Green New Deal bullcrap. Harris's first interview will only last 18 minutes, and that's when it goes into, obviously, so apparently the whole interview hasn't taken place. But anyway, I'm going to stop right there. We're not going to go any further than that. You can read that on your own free time in the description box below. But what I gather from this whole idea of her values not changing, see, all this flip-flopping is a bunch of nonsense. That's number one. That's what I deal with first. All this flip-flopping is a bunch of nonsense. It shouldn't be a mystery to Kamala Harris or anyone else why there's all this flip-flopping. Okay, one moment you support it, one moment you don't. One moment you support it, one moment you don't. I believe she's doing this, like I said in the previous video, because she's trying to win votes. And that's natural. Okay, you're a politician. You're trying to win votes so that you can become the next president. Okay, so you're probably going to flip-flop on a lot of issues because you're trying to get votes. Okay, but it shouldn't be a mystery. Why are we spending all this extra time interviewing her, trying to find out what her policy stances are? What's the deal? Either you are or you're not. Either you're a communist or you're not. Either you're a lying piece of trash or you're not. One of the two. What's the flip-flopping all about? Why would I, as an American citizen, vote for anyone that's up and down, up and down, up and down about their policies and their stances? If you're up and down, up and down, up and down about your policies and stances, when and if, God forbid, the person gets in office, they're going to be up and down, up and down, up and down about everything else. And we don't need people in the office that are up and down like a freaking roller coaster, making decisions for the country and perhaps decisions that would influence the whole world. We don't need that kind of stuff. So this whole flip-flop thing, I believe, is designed to confuse and throw off potential voters, particularly those that are independent. Okay, it's to throw them off, make them unsure. At the same time of making them unsure, keep making Kamala Harris look like she's the second coming of Jesus Christ, riding on a white horse, waging war against Trump in the mega crowd. Okay, make it look like that. In the meantime, confuse the voters with all this flippity flopping. One moment she's a communist, and the next moment she's all about freedom. She's all about closing the border. She's all about all the things that conservatives. Wait a minute, hold it. Wait a minute, no. That's a bunch of bull crap. That's fake. That's a lie. It's designed, in my opinion, to confuse voters, to make them unstable, and at the same time make her look like, as I said, the second coming of Jesus Christ. That way, when it comes time to vote, they're more than likely, if they're unstable before, because all the flippity flopping, they're more than likely going to cast their vote for her. Because they're certainly not going to want it. They don't know what to think about Trump, because they're covering up for Trump. They're blocking everything about Trump out of the viewpoint. Her values have not changed. When she said her values have not changed, what I believe she's saying in an indirect way, I'm still going to keep the borders open. I'm still going to stop fracking. I'm still going to push this Green New Deal nonsense, which will raise inflation even more. I'm going to do everything opposite of what I told you guys I was going to do during the campaign, because my values have not changed. She's telling you, in my opinion, in an indirect way. In other words, I'm telling you right up front, in your face, hidden in plain sight, that I'm still the same Kamala Harris that I was in 2020 when I was running. And no one liked me. No one voted for me. And I was the first one to get out. I'm still the same person. Okay. I try to explain it and manipulate it in a way where you're not really sure but I'm telling you in an indirect way that I'm still the same person. My values have not changed. When I get in office, I'm going to put forth legislation or push and promote legislation to encourage people to sell their assault weapons to me, which is bull crap. I'm not going to provide funding and financing to close the border. I'm not going to do that. I'm in office now. And let me tell you something. What are Americans going to do? If she gets in office, what are they going to do? Unvote her? But you got 4 years to deal with her bull crap. You got 4 years to deal with her lies. You got 4 years to deal with her communist ideology. What are you going to do? Vote her out? It's too late then, and she knows that. Tim Walz knows that. All they need to do is get in, and once they get in, it's on like Donkey Kong. They're going to push what they propose to push, and it isn't anything opposite of what they've been believing to begin with. I believe it's a big lie. That's why it's all this flip-flopping. Shouldn't be any flip-flopping. She's doing that to get unstable minds. Okay? So that's what I think about that. It's a bunch of bull crap. And yeah, she stated her values have not changed, but she's telling all American people in an indirect way, I still hold to the same nonsense I held before. I haven't changed. I'm just saying that so that you guys can vote for me, blindly vote for me, and I can get in office and maintain the same worldview, communist worldviews that I had in 2020. How about that? Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. God bless you all. See you again.